Right now, invisible radio waves are moving through your city, carrying phone calls, videos, messages, and internet data. But what if some of those same signals could also be used to detect and track drones flying through the air? It sounds like science fiction, but researchers are now demonstrating how 5G signals can be repurposed for something remarkably similar to radar sensing. The idea is part of a rapidly developing field called Integrated Sensing and Communications, or ISAC. Instead of treating wireless networks as systems that only move information, engineers are exploring whether the same radio infrastructure can also sense what is happening around it. And that could eventually give cellular networks an entirely new job: seeing the physical world. To understand how this works, you first need to understand something your phone does every day. Your phone doesn't just receive information from a 5G tower. It also sends radio signals back to the network. These are called uplink signals. Normally, the network uses those signals to carry your data. But radio waves don't simply travel in one perfectly clean line. When they encounter objects such as buildings, vehicles, trees, or an aircraft, some of the energy can scatter. For traditional communication systems, those reflections can be treated as interference. But for sensing, those reflections can contain useful information. The researchers behind this work asked a fascinating question. What if the unwanted echo is actually telling us where something is? This is where the system starts behaving much more like radar. When a radio signal interacts with a moving drone, the reflected signal can change in measurable ways. One of the most important clues is the signal's delay. If the system can measure the difference between the transmitted signal and its reflected echo, that information can be used to estimate the target's range. Then there is another clue: Doppler shift. When an object moves relative to the radio system, the frequency of the reflected signal changes slightly. That change can reveal information about the drone's motion. And by combining information such as range, Doppler, and the angle of arrival, researchers can begin constructing a picture of where the airborne target is and how it is moving. This is the basic idea behind turning a communication signal into a sensing signal. Now comes the part that makes this research particularly interesting. The researchers didn't only look at whether a single UAV could produce a detectable signal. They evaluated multiple UAVs at the same time. Their system used a 5GNR uplink sounding signal as a passive radar waveform inside an ORAN-based simulation testbed. The experiment modeled 3 UAVs with different altitudes, velocities, and radar cross-sections. But the results revealed an important problem. Detecting a drone is not the same thing as continuously tracking it. In their test scenario, 2 targets shared the same nearest detection in roughly 74% of coherent processing intervals. In other words, the system could see the targets, but sometimes had difficulty determining which detection belonged to which drone. That distinction is crucial. A useful drone tracking system doesn't simply need to say, "There is something flying over there." It needs to maintain separate identities and continuously follow each aircraft. And that turned out to be one of the major challenges. The researchers also found that having information about the vertical direction could help with this association problem. Their setup used an 8-element planar receiving array. The additional spatial information helped determine which detection belonged to which target in many situations. But it did not magically solve the entire problem. In their evaluation, elevation information was the deciding association factor in about 58% of the intervals where it could help distinguish targets. That reveals something important about the future of wireless sensing. The challenge isn't simply making a radio signal powerful enough to detect a drone. The harder problem can be turning noisy measurements into a reliable, continuously updated picture of multiple moving objects. So why is this concept attracting so much attention? Because the basic infrastructure for wireless communication already exists across enormous parts of the world. Instead of creating a completely separate sensing network everywhere, researchers are exploring whether communications infrastructure could eventually perform both jobs. One network, two functions, communication and sensing. That doesn't mean today's commercial 5G towers can simply be switched into drone tracking radar. They can't. The research requires specialized signal processing, sensing algorithms, receiver configurations, and carefully designed experimental or simulated environments. But if these technologies mature, the long-term possibility is extremely interesting. Existing wireless infrastructure could potentially become part of a much larger distributed sensing system, and the potential applications could extend far beyond detecting unauthorized drones. Future wireless sensing networks could potentially help monitor low-altitude airspace, support drone traffic management, detect hazards, and provide additional environmental information to smart city systems. Imagine a future city where delivery drones travel through designated aerial corridors while wireless infrastructure continuously helps determine where aircraft are moving. Or imagine cellular networks contributing sensing data to systems that monitor traffic, infrastructure, or other moving objects. These are future possibilities, not capabilities demonstrated by this particular experiment. But that's exactly why ISAC is attracting so much interest. The same radio infrastructure could eventually become both a communications network and a distributed sensor. There is still a long way to go. The research we are looking at was an emulation-based evaluation, not a demonstration showing ordinary commercial 5G towers tracking drones across a real city. The researchers tested one specific geometry and used a simulated ORAN environment. Real-world environments introduce additional complications, including changing signal conditions, buildings, interference, hardware limitations, and the enormous computational challenge of processing weak reflections in real time. And there is another important issue: privacy. If wireless infrastructure becomes capable of sensing physical objects rather than simply carrying communications, questions about regulation, data use, and who controls that sensing capability become unavoidable. But the fundamental idea remains extraordinary. For decades, wireless networks were designed primarily to move information from one place to another. Now researchers are exploring whether those same radio waves can also tell us what is happening around them. The breakthrough isn't that every 5G tower has suddenly become a radar. It is that the boundary between communication and sensing is beginning to disappear. And if this technology eventually reaches large-scale deployment, the future may not require a separate sensor for every new application. The network that connects the world could also become part of the system that senses it.